I'm not saying women should do this, but technically how men started and continue to have control of and operate the patriarchy is simply by sticking together no matter what. So in light of the Cassie situation, in light of the Megan situation, in light of even the Blake Lively situation, please consider that. Ladies, please consider that, because what's the worst that's going to happen? What's the worst that's happened to the men who stuck beside each other despite documented criminal and sociopathic activity? They still continue to stick beside one another when they are not only accused of, but when they're convicted of crimes, they still continue to stick together. They lie for each other. Like your man would lie to his friend's girlfriend, because they all stick together that much. And his friend will lie to you. And when they come together and they stand beside each other, they stand beside P. Diddy, they stand beside Chris Brown, I want you to realize they feel no guilt or shame or responsibility when these men are outed as predators over and over and over again. In fact, when men are outed as predators, these men will often take the opportunity to put them up on a pedestal and say things like free Tory, free Chris. They say things like the Me Too movement ruined our society. They very much double down, but women are out here not standing up for each other. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? That men will call you immoral? That men will be like, oh, that's fucked up, that's messed up, I don't care anymore. What moral ground are they fucking coming from? Don't let them shame you. Don't let them shame you into not supporting another woman the way that they will always support each other. And I'm not joking. Men would never do this for you or for any other woman. Men do not stick beside women. They stick beside other men at any cost. And we're out here giving them our support for free. We're out here jeopardizing our own safety for free. And we're out here turning on each other for free. And the patriarchy continues to exist. Please think about that. The next time you want to be on the right side of history, just remember that's never been the motivation for men. They don't want to be on the right side of history. They want to be on the side of history that has the most people and the most power. And the way that they've been able to hoard that away from us is by keeping us divided against each other with the vague and meaningless threat of oh, what if you're wrong and what if she lied and is not, I don't care. And on top of that, ladies, I really need you to realize that 99.99% of the time, these women are not even lying. These men end up getting convicted of the crimes that the women accuse them of by a justice system that's made up of mostly men. Objectively, they're guilty 99.99% of the time. And false accusations are actually extremely, extremely, extremely rare. So if for no other reason, just always remember when you're about to speak up for a man or when you're about to try and discredit a woman or her testimony or her story, that men will never reciprocate that. No matter how much you operate in good faith, no matter how much you try to be on the right side of history, that is not what men care about, and that is not why they stand up for each other. And that is not why they discredit women. And mind you, it's not going to give you any power in the patriarchy either. You're just a pawn. You're not a player, you're a pawn. Unless you decide to actually think critically about things. Then you become a player. But to think critically about things also means to take into account history, patterns, and the outcomes of what we've tried before. And we've always tried to operate in good faith. We've always tried to give men the benefit of the doubt. We have never had any qualms turning on other women just to side with men and try and approximate ourselves to their power, us white women especially. What do we have to show for it? I just want to ask y'all, what do you have to show for it? Out here standing up for a man, screaming, crying, throwing up, free Tory, free Chris, Megan's a liar, Blake's a liar, Cassie's a liar, they deserved it, and what have you gained? Except for the ability to be discredited in the future by these same men who'll take advantage of you too and then call you a liar. And you will have nothing to say, you'll have no ground to stand on. And when you realize that nobody's coming to save you, who are you going to appeal to? Are you going to appeal to men? No, you're not. You're going to come crawling back to the women. So just, save yourself a couple steps. All right? Let's be smart about this for once, ladies. Godspeed. Mwah.